Hi friends, happy Monday. It is the start of week 13 of training. We are less than 6 weeks out from the Berlin Marathon, and I have a 5-mile easy run today, which is fantastic because my legs are so sore after doing some strength training yesterday. I don't know if I would recommend doing a leg day after a long run, but I definitely needed to train my legs a little bit. So I'm hoping this run kind of moves around some lactic acid and helps rather than hurts, but at least it's only 5 miles, very doable. Yeah, let's get it done. Hi friends. 5-mile run was fine. My legs are so sore and it makes them feel like bricks when trying to run. Hey friends, happy Tuesday. Today is a speed training workout, 7 miles. I'm not particularly excited for it. My legs are still really sore. I mean, it's day 2 after leg day, and of course, they're still sore. So I'm gonna have to do quite the stretching before I do this because they're not as bad as yesterday, but they still feel like dead weight when I'm walking around. And of course, I'm working today, and so by the time I actually do my run after work, I'm gonna have been sitting for a really long time. You know, this probably wouldn't be a problem if I kept up my strength training a little bit better. So maybe this will motivate me to do it more in future. We'll see. 1 sit down, 3 more down. Just 1 more. It's a little bit after my run. I was pretty tired. It was a long one. I think I ended up doing more than 7 miles just because of the walking breaks in between, which don't count towards the mileage. But let's be real, like if you're still walking, you're still moving. So it was very tiring, but I think I did well. I really had to dig deep and think about how much I'll thank myself in like 40 days time for doing these hard workouts. Because I did not want to do that. I'm making some pasta tonight. I feel like it's gonna be extremely good after a very tough workout. I'm excited for an easy run tomorrow. Hi friends, happy Thursday. Completely forgot to video yesterday, but I just did 5.5 easy. Today is 7.5 miles with strides. We'll see if I end up doing strides. I'm not feeling like super energetic, but I am probably gonna aim for 7 miles with some lighthearted strides probably. Hi friends. Had to quickly jump in the shower and then into the car after my run yesterday because I had a dinner to go to. 7.5 mile stride was actually more of a 6-mile tempo, which is fine. I feel like I got quite a bit of fast running done earlier this week anyway, and that was a good tempo practice run instead. I'm not too worried about the extra 1.5 miles. I don't think I'll be making it up this week, but I am hopeful that after my long run tomorrow, I'll be able to do my recovery on Sunday and that everything feels pretty good after that. I'm gonna make a conscious effort to not get too speedy tomorrow because I have been feeling like a little bit of knee pain and just like little tinges of potential discomfort or inflammation. So I just really want to make sure I'm avoiding that, especially while this is like the most critical time period to not get injured. So today's my rest day. It's been a lot of working, a lot of laundry and cleaning and things like that. I will eventually get my stuff together for my long run tomorrow. I'm gonna have to get up extremely early because the weather is so bad. I think it's a low of like the mid 70s tomorrow. So no matter how early I get up, it's still already gonna be pretty warm and humid. So yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a huge take it slow, take it easy, hydrate a ton, and hopefully it all goes well. Good morning, friends. It's Saturday. It's about 6:15, I think. Not the earliest I've gotten up for a long run, but I'm so tired. I went to bed early. I fell asleep at a good time. Once I finish my coffee, I'll probably start stretching and warming up. The sun has officially risen. We are now on the clock. Ideally, I would already be out there, but that's for like a 18 to 20 mile run. version of me, not 16. 16 miles done. Feeling better than last week. I did not take any caffeinated gels this time. It wasn't too bad. It's incredibly humid. I'm sure you can just tell by my face. Took it pretty easy, slower than last week. I'm still within my target pace, so I was pretty happy with that. Hi friends, happy Sunday. I technically have 5.5 miles today. Recovery, I don't know how many I'll actually end up doing or whether I'll decide to go to the gym instead. I'm actually getting lunch with my parents. They're visiting me first, so I'm giving myself like a full 30 hours of recovery. I have my Kiki here. I guess I'll see how I'm feeling after that too, depending on what I have for lunch. I'm feeling pretty good today. I actually went out with one of my girlfriends last night and caught up, so we're having some wine, lots of yummy fries and cheese. So I'm feeling a little sluggish today, but I'm glad I have an excuse to not get up and immediately run today, because I was not gonna wake up early after yesterday. But I'm really happy with how yesterday's run went. It was pretty doable. It felt good. I felt good after the fact that I was able to like do something in the evening. I mean, I think that's always like a good testament to how your long run is gone, is whether or not you're feeling energized the next day or that evening. So feeling pretty happy with this week. I'm sure whatever I end up doing today will be pretty relaxed and boring, but that's fine. I think it's well deserved after running so much. Hi friends, I have not ran yet. I'm sitting on the ground about to put on my shoes. I just really don't want to. Even though I think it's 5.5 miles today, I think if I do one, that is a win for today. I haven't even really been doing the runs the day following my long run, just because I've been cross training instead. But I really don't feel like going all the way to the gym today, so I guess I will try and see how far I can convince myself to go on a treadmill and not force myself to do anything that really is not something I feel like doing. I feel like yesterday was so good, like why make myself feel like it's being punished for doing a good job, I think is kind of the logic I have. So you know, the mileage is looking good. Anything extra that I add on right now will just be like, you know, a sprinkle on top, but nothing major. 5 miles done, which is crazy given how unmotivated I was, but it ended up feeling not so bad, to be honest. And I think I was zoning out so much that I kept forgetting and the miles were kind of just slipping by. Obviously I didn't do the full 5.5, but I really don't think that extra 5 minutes was gonna do anything for me. 5 felt like the perfect ending point. My Garmin was slow, so it counted less than 5. So I had to, I mean, I walked a little bit after anyway. Normally I would pause, but I let it just keep going, hoping it would hit that 5 mark because it feels deserved. So 45 miles this week. That's a wrap on week 13. Next week is a little bit tougher, and then the week after that is the peak. I am anticipating that being really tough, but this week was promising. It was a confidence builder. This week was definitely challenging, but I was still able to do all of the runs I was supposed to, hit the mileage, and also have somewhat of a social life this week. So I feel that's a great sign. I didn't cancel any plans or anything. We had no tummy issues. So hopefully I have learned all the lessons I need to and will continue to have successful weeks after. I am excited to taper, I won't lie. I will see you, I guess, for the start of week 14 tomorrow.